9:47 now. Recently, Congress decided to continue funding the Health Center Trust Fund through 2019. That's good news for community health centers all across the country. It's also good news for other organizations here in Connecticut. Joining me now to talk about that is the Executive Vice President and Chief Executive Officer of the Connecticut State Medical Society, Matt Katz. A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, glad to have you here. Now, this extended funding is also going to help Connecticut Health Link. Tell us about the organization and how it's going to help.
Sure. It's a health information exchange. It collects data from physicians and hospitals and other providers, and it brings it together so we have better information at the point of care. And we received a grant from the National Institute of Health to look at suicide prevention.
How much was the grant for, and what are you going to do with it specifically?
Approximately $1.9 million over 3 years.
Wonderful.
To look more closely at the data so that we can predict, or hopefully predict, those that are more predisposed to suicide, so we can stop them at the point of care. It is the 10th leading cause of death in this country, the second leading cause of death for kids, and we hope that with this more information through the Health Information Exchange, CT Health Link, we'll be able to stop this from occurring.
Talk to me a little bit more about this gap that sort of exists as to why we're not able to predict these sorts of things.
Sure. Well, almost 90% of those that attempt suicide in the previous year that they had seen someone for medical care, but that individual did not know that they had a concern or issue associated with depression or a propensity towards suicide. So if we're able to collect this information, better analyze it, and provide it to providers at the point of care, we have a better chance of stopping the suicide.
We were talking before. This is hopefully some big data stuff, trying to get all of this information into one place to maybe find some patterns or correlations that we never knew existed. Right?
We thought that the electronic medical record was going to do this for us, but it wasn't the panacea.
Yeah.
What we needed was something larger, and so what we created was the Health Information Exchange, CT Health Link, and through grants such as this, we're able to fund it to ensure that we have access to the medical information that doctors and other providers need.
And I imagine this is going to be a challenge, because my basic understanding of suicide is that in a lot of cases it's somewhat impulsive, that if you can hold off the impulse, that even for 15 minutes, a lot of the times suicide rates or attempts drop by a lot. Do you guys appreciate the challenge that may be in front of you with this?
We have a huge challenge, but we're working with Dr. Robert Azeltine from the UConn Behavioral Health Center, and we believe that through his assistance in modeling this information and the HIE providing that information through the exchange, we'll have an opportunity to reduce the frequency and then hopefully reduce the deaths that are associated with it.
$1.9 million, who knows, it could wind up saving a lot of lives. Thank you so much for
joining
us,
Tim.
Mr.
Appreciate
Katz.
it.
Great to have you here.